Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. One of the things that you have to try to figure out as you scale your e-commerce brand is the shipping and fulfillment side of things, right? So like, how do you get your product to your customer quickly, correctly, and efficiently while still also focusing on running your business and growing it and marketing and all those kinds of things. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how we have attacked that and how we're able to ship hundreds of orders a day, but still focus on running the business. So much like you guys, when we first started out, we had just a couple orders here and there, and it was super exciting. In the early days, I always say are my favorite because it's fun to look back on and how like I just love the grind of the early days. But you know, you get those an order a day or a couple orders a day, or maybe even just a few a week in the beginning, and then that slowly and gradually builds until you get more and more orders. But the problem with that is because it's easy to like pack a box and ship it, you start to take on all the burden of shipping all those orders as it grows, and then you end up being the one trying to figure out how you're gonna get all these orders out the door as your business scales, and then you spend less and less time focused on running the business or marketing your product or improving the product or how to save money somewhere else so you can become more profitable or doing admin stuff or whatever the case is, because you're so focused on trying to get these orders out the door. And that's just the sort of thing that sneaks up on you over time because it doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual curve of this happening. So you're not the only one who feels like an idiot when you realize you went from selling and marketing your product to becoming a shipper. Now there's a lot of different ways to solve this problem, right? So I'm gonna show you guys what we did and what we're doing, and we've learned along the way to help you guys understand some of the things that may go into it so that you can scale your shipping and focus more on running your business. So on a high level, the customer places an order on our website, it gets funneled through a series of softwares, and then it ends up here in a fulfillment center, or a 3PL as it's often called, which stands for third-party logistics. And we've got two of these. We've got one in Salt Lake City, Utah, and we have another one in Durham, North Carolina. I'm gonna break all this down for you so that you guys can understand how we're able to ship hundreds of orders a day, and then I can still focus on selling and marketing and growing the business. So what I wanna do is take you guys through this whole process step by step, starting on the website, and then all the way to a ship box. And side note, there's gonna be a lot of amazing sales tips and like conversion rate optimization tips in here for no additional charge. Actually, nothing's ever a charge, it's all free because I don't have anything to sell you, unlike some of the other spammy grow and scale your business YouTube channels. I really just genuinely wanna help you. Anyways, I digress. Let's jump onto the website. Okay, so here on the website, the entire shipping journey starts right here on the home page for us. It says order ship same day if you order by 1 p.m. Monday through Friday. And this sets the expectation up front, and it's a little bit of that urgency. It's like, hey, if I order this today, it'll ship today, assuming it's before 1 p.m. But if I order it, it'll ship, trying to gain their trust. It's not, if I order it today, how long is it gonna take before they ship it? Is it gonna be 2 days or 3 days before they even ship it? And then I have to wait 5 days for it. You wanna be very transparent and you wanna be able to get it out as quickly as possible. Now this is partially due to the relationship that we have with our fulfillment center. We know that they're willing to work till whatever time, or they pull orders until whatever time that gives them enough time to pack and get those orders shipped out. We also know what time UPS and FedEx and the post office and all them pick up every single day. So 1 p.m. is a safe time for us to guarantee our customers that if they place the order by 1 p.m., we'll get it out the same day. But don't do something that's on the edge that might break the trust of your customers, even for making a reorder or increasing your customer service inquiries, because if you don't ship it out, you're gonna be getting emails to say, hey, I ordered it at 12:30 and it didn't ship out, and da-da-da-da, whatever. Make sure you're very safe about what you do. If you were going to make a promise like this, absolutely make sure you can deliver on it. Okay, next. Once you get into a product page, for example, our tactical diaper bag combo set, you will see down here below the add to cart button, we talk about the shipping time again. If you order in the next 1 hour and 20 minutes and 28 seconds, it'll ship today. Again, that's just reaffirming them that it'll ship today. It's a little bit of that sense of urgency again to get them to add it to the cart and continue the checkout. Now, another thing that you're going to notice is up here at the top, it says free US shipping on orders over $99 after the discounts are applied. That's another shipping incentive. Everyone is trained by Amazon. Everybody wants the Prime deal. There's a lot of trust in that, hey, it's on Prime. If I order it today, I get free 2-day delivery or whatever the case is. Next day, they tell you when you're going to get it, but you trust that, and people have come to expect that, and they're setting that standard. So this is our effort to compete with Amazon. We'll talk about Amazon more in a little bit, but if you can offer free shipping, it goes a long way. People don't want to pay for shipping if they can help it. So offer free shipping if you can, but don't go broke trying to do it. Know your thresholds. Know where you start really losing money. Know how much it's actually costing you to ship that free package. See if you can leverage volume discounts with the shipping company. If you're using a fulfillment center, a lot of times you get to ship on their accounts. So if they have high shipping volume, you're getting a better rate through them. So something that maybe cost you $12 to ship from one side of the country to the other side of the country could potentially be costing you $8 on their shipping account because they get a volume and bulk discount. So that's something to look into as you get into this. Now, when you add it to the cart, again, we reaffirm the ordering time. You proceed to check out. We don't want to add any patches today. Thank you very much. Or maybe you should. You should add all the patches. Add all the patches because that would be awesome. Okay, so once you're in the checkout process on the website, you'll get all the different shipping methods. Again, we qualified for free shipping. As you saw, we picked something over $99. And then there are the shipping options that are paid. You get the priority mail, the second day, and the UPS next day. Make sure that you can deliver on this promise. If you tell someone it's going to be 2 to 3 days, that's why it says estimated. It's not a guaranteed shipping delivery from the post office, so we'll say it's an estimated time. Same with the second day service from UPS. That's 2 business days. That's not going to be 2, it's not Saturday and Sunday or any of those things. So make sure that you're spelling that out very clearly when it comes to shipping, because again, you do not want an increase in customer service inquiries. You don't want to not be shipping stuff and then all of a sudden now you're just answering emails about the shipping. Like, make sure you set the expectations and make promises that you can actually deliver on, and be very careful about the way you word things. So after that order gets placed, it gets pushed through to a software called Stitch Labs. Now, Stitch Labs is a very expensive software. It is not cheap, but for where we are in our business journey, it is very important to us. It takes the data from every order and it can do a lot of things with it. The software is inventory management for us, but it also does a lot of the shipping routing for us, and I'll explain that in a second. But the first thing it does is holds that order for an hour for us, because this allows time for our customers to reach out to us, because you guys will know exactly what I'm talking about, to reach out to us to make a change to the order, right? So they place an order, maybe 20 or 30 minutes later, we found that we would get an email quite often saying, hey, I put the wrong address in, I need to fix the address. Or I meant to order black and I ordered green on accident. Can you please change that? Or whatever the case is. So we have it hold the order for us for an hour before we push it on to the warehouse, because once it gets to the warehouse, it becomes very difficult for us to make a change to it at that point. He's trying to dig for it at the bottom of a pallet and unpack it and repack it and change addresses and it's a pain in the butt. So we have Stitch Labs hold it for us for an hour before we process the order. Now, the other thing Stitch Labs does is geo-routing. So it looks at the order and says, and it tracks inventory in either one of our warehouses and says, okay, we can send everything from this warehouse to their location for the cheapest possible or fastest possible, or whatever the case is, that they're based on their shipping method that they chose on checkout. Or if it needs to split an order and says, hey, we've got the brown diaper bag in stock here, and the whatever pouch is in stock here but not here, so we're going to split the order and send this from here and this to here. Whatever makes the most economical sense with the shipping rules that we've put in place. And then it pushes that order to whichever warehouse it needs to based on the criteria. And then the order comes here. Well, if it's coming to this warehouse, it it comes here to Kenny. And the order comes in through the computer. He's gonna take that, he's gonna print it out into a packing slip that looks like that. And he's gonna take that over here where he's got all of our common stuff sitting at the ends of these aisles of our stuff with open boxes. So he's got them all color coordinated. You got black, coyote brown, black camo. We've got Ranger green over there. And all of these bins are labeled with a number so that you can see that says AP 122, AP 103. So on that packing list, it'll give him a bin location. He can then verify that location with the product that's in the box and then take all that stuff back over to the computer. So after he weighs the box on here, he's gonna print the shipping label with the correct weight and dimensions. He's gonna tape it up over here, and then he's gonna throw it on that pallet there. And that will happen over and over and over again all day long. Something else that you really have to consider with fulfillment and scaling your business is where you're gonna store all that stuff. So not having to take on the burden of owning a huge warehouse. Like I don't have enough room for all this stuff in our warehouse, in our office. So we outsource this to a fulfillment center. Somebody that specializes in this, has warehouse space, that they don't only do our stuff, but they do other people's stuff as well. So everyone kind of contributes to the cost of that together, and no one has to carry the burden by themselves. So once Kenny's Market shipped here, it sends that data back through Stitch Labs into the website, which then triggers the notification email to the customer and gives them the tracking number, et cetera, et cetera. I'm sure you guys are familiar with that portion of the process, especially if you're on Shopify. And if you're not on Shopify, you probably should be on Shopify. I think partnering with Shopify for your e-commerce store is probably the best chance you have to compete head-to-head with Amazon as a small business, as a side note. So check into Shopify if you're not using Shopify, which leads me into talking more about Amazon, which I said I would do. Amazon is another sales channel for us, which means those are more orders that have to be fulfilled as well, not just the ones on our website. But we sell on Prime primarily, which means we send bulk amounts of our product into Amazon's warehouses throughout the country. So they have, I don't know how many fulfillment centers they have, but we've got them going to Kentucky and South Carolina and California and all over the place. And that's how they're able to get those orders to their customers as quickly as they do. So the orders that come through Amazon, we let Amazon handle the fulfillment there, which is how we're able to scale the sales and fulfillment of our product by outsourcing it to someone else. The rest of Amazon is a completely different animal in terms of like setting it up, managing it, and dealing with sales on it and abiding by all their rules and all this crap. I will do a whole nother video on that, so consider hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss that video. So what does a fulfillment center cost, you might be asking? What's it cost to do this? All the fulfillment centers there's a ton of different fulfillment centers out there, and they all have different pricing structures, but generally kind of the same sort of deal. It's usually like a fee per order and then a fee per quantity of items in the order. So for example, if we had an order come in with like 2 items in it, a bag and a pouch in this example, the order fee would be $1.75 or something. I don't know what the exact number is, but we'll use this as an example, $1.75, and then there's gonna be a fee per item in the order. So it might be an additional 25 cents for the first line item and an additional 25 cents for the second line item, and that order would cost me $2.25 if I did that math right in my head. I'm pretty sure that's right. $2.25 for them to pack and ship this order, plus the shipping fees that you either passed along to the customer because they paid the $6.95 to ship it or whatever, or you're eating it because you offered free shipping. But for them to do the heavy lifting of the packing and shipping, the order would be, in this example, $2.25. So it's super manageable. It's easy. You're like, oh my God, why have I been spending days and nights packing orders when they would do it for $2.25 per order? Now, that has to make sense with your business model and the cost of your product and the profit margins you have, because if you're selling a $5 product with a 50% profit margin, you're only making $2.50 on it anyways, and now you're gonna leave that up to shipping, then you're not making any money. So make sure that you're considering that when you look at shipping. I hope this video gives you guys some ideas of what the possibilities are to scale your shipping so that you can focus more on running and growing your business. If I skip over anything and you need to ask me any questions, use the comments down below for that. I'm happy to answer any of them. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.